UCLA acknowledges the Tongva peoples as the traditional land caretakers of the Los Angeles basin. As a land-grant institution, we pay our respects to the ancestors, elders, and relations of the past, present, and emerging. It began as an ideal shared by those who looked beyond the horizon, those who saw our origin in Los Angeles and foresaw a shared destiny. Visionaries who imagined a university that would serve the public and become a beacon of knowledge where the best and brightest would rally. There were humble first steps, barriers broken, and opportunities unlocked for all. From building the country's first school for those with learning differences, to founding the School of Business in the depths of the Great Depression. Since our early years, or some may see disadvantage, we see opportunity. In the vastness of space, the depths of the Pacific Ocean, and the uncharted territory of the internet, we have been home to the people that light the way. Those who teach, who learn, who strive. Those who question the status quo. Those who reach beyond what was once possible in science, medicine, athletics, the arts, and beyond. Reporting the first case of AIDS, advancing cancer research. Taking a stand to address climate change, supporting veterans and their families. Moving and transforming the culture forward through art, poetry, and music. Rooted in our community, our city, our mission has endured. A light that has shined for a century. Today, we count 100 years of achievement, of shared commitment to the public good. We have witnessed proud breakthroughs, Olympic gold and Nobel Prizes, one opportunity opening the door to another. But success means something more at UCLA. The measure of our institution is not only its accolades, but its values, its people, and the lives they transform from one generation to the next. Every success, every achievement traces back to teachers who opened our eyes, visionaries who rewrote the rules, mentors who sparked belief in others. Even among us today, a single idea from an inspiring mentor can challenge us to strive for more, to reimagine what's possible. Take one recent victory, one of many, from an incredible gymnastics team that has brought joy to all who witnessed them. A team where a young athlete changed the direction of her life because of the encouragement she received from her coach, and in doing so, found victory when she was no longer looking for it.
I couldn't accept myself. Gymnastics was my worth, it was my life. It took me finding Miss Val in UCLA and having a different goal and path to follow to finally find joy and love within the sport again.
And as we step farther back in time, we find roots in a mentor who challenged not only how we think about athletics, but how we define success for ourselves.
Never try to be better than someone else. Always learn from others, and never cease trying to be the best you could be.
We see this lineage of shared values and inspired leadership across all disciplines. In science and technology, a professor whose commitment to his research led to one of the most influential inventions in human history.
And so it was decided that UCLA would become the first node, the first piece of the internet. And it was out of my laboratory that I supervised the transmission of the first internet message.
And graduate students who refused to let inexperience or mistakes get in the way of pushing that innovation further.
Students should learn by doing things and making mistakes, create new knowledge and cause it to be spread and to be made available.
Through the ages, history has been written by the few rather than the voices of many. Bruin sought to change this, to establish a better, more inclusive standard for generations to come.
I don't think we'll maintain the democracy and the values we believe in if we don't learn from the past.
And if no one had asked a question, that answer wasn't there, that knowledge wasn't there.
And with this new standard, there sprouted another innovator today who uses history as a tool to design a better future.
I like looking forward, but it always reminds me of the past. We have such a wonderful diversity here on this campus and in the nation, but that diversity will melt into a chaos if we cannot continue to provide a pathway forward.
The legend who broke the color barrier in professional sport also built a legacy reaching beyond athletics by inspiring a foundation that paved the way for scholarships for boundary-breaking iconoclasts. The first African-American mayor of Los Angeles transformed the city into a world-class metropolis and opened City Hall to a new generation of leaders. From a professor who co-created a new language where science could become a tool for the arts, to artists and visionaries who use that scientific language to bring art to our city, to serve our community. The same spirit guided each of these men and women to excellence, to legacies that transcend the boundaries of any one field and change the world at large. What began as an idea is now one of the greatest institutions in the world. It shaped one of the most influential cities. It inspired generations to dream big and to face any challenge to make those dreams a reality. We have reached a crest, a vantage point of a century behind us and centuries ahead. We now must ask, how will the past illuminate the future?
Here at UCLA, I learned that everyone comes from diverse backgrounds, hometowns, and have different stories to tell.
Everyone has their own journey while they come through
Pushing
UCLA.
yourself to do things that might be out of your comfort zone.
So far, I've definitely learned about the value of research and independent thinking and knowledge.
Optimism.
The values of compassion and the values of empathy. And I was surprised.
A family can be people who you've never even met before.
True Bruins, I love that. I love
the most
true
important
Bruins.
thing that I've learned at UCLA is that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Perseverance is key.
It is good to have these multiple viewpoints. It's not conflicting to have different opinions.
As a Latina woman coming from Mexico, I have learned that no matter my background, nothing can stop me from reaching success.
Exciting, challenging.
Not only challenge themselves academically, but also personally.
For any field.
Research and independent thinking.
In another 100 years,
The minds of the
determination and integrity,
sustainability. And centuries ahead, I think
Have an open mind.
students need to learn that anything really is possible in these decisions.
All of it is possible. Generations have proven it and are now passing the torch to you. How will you light the way?